Mouse P.I for Hire is good. Great, actually. I have been waiting for this game for years now, back when it was just a little showcase and was originally going to be called Mouse. I mean, it's really been years, and so finally being able to get my hands on this game made me happy, but also made me annoyed at a couple of certain points of this game. The art style is the number one thing that will for sure entice people to this game when they first see it. The classic Mouse art style seen from back then in the 1930s, more so popularized with Disney, is beautifully charming. That paired with amazing music that gives me mob era vibes is also just perfect. The voice acting Troy Baker does here as Jack Pepper is amazing, and so is the many supporting cast of characters that you will meet along the way. The gameplay itself, though yes linear style, is never negative in my book. It actually has superb level design, and the amount of weaponry and enemies you will have to gun down really just gives me a lot of BioShock vibes. There is so much to love and respect these devs for, especially when they came out and announced that they actually hand-drawn every frame for the animation on this game, especially when the asking launch price for this game is only $30, and the amount of content again that's already here is just absurd in this day and age. You can for sure you can take about 15 hours of gameplay to beat this game on your first playthrough, which is pretty much actually around the exact same time frame as how long it took me to beat it. Now, the story for the game is the one thing I will say is not fully amazing, but it does provide interesting plot points and overall is pretty decent. It's not awful or anything like that, but for sure the main attraction for this game is going to be its gameplay first. Now, I don't want to say more for story pieces. If those of you that are new to my channel know that is something that I for sure never like to go super in depth initially when a game releases, and so the most that I will go ahead and say when it comes with Mouse P.I for Hire is that it's pretty good. It's alright. It's not, again, bad. Now, let's actually go ahead and talk about some of the things that are bad here for this game, and more so, I think it's just more so to do so with the version that I'm playing as this is something that I have not really heard in regards to the other consoles that are available or this game is available on, such as PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. But when it comes to the Nintendo Switch 2 version and the frame rate that you are going to be experiencing here, it is pretty bad in certain time frames. In fact, it really chugs in a lot of different type of heavy areas where there's a lot of enemies coming at you all at once. Now, the Switch 2 version of the game does contain quality and performance mode. I'm gonna go ahead and first just start off saying that this is going to be more so talking about in docked mode, okay? So for quality mode, in docked mode, you will be seeing 1440p at 40 FPS, while in performance mode, you should be seeing 1080p at 60 FPS, which again, sounds amazing in paper, but there is just a lot of scenes and just a lot of moments where this game does contain a lot of heavy action going on in it, and it really just goes and dips hard, making it difficult at points to be able to react appropriately given the situation that you're in, depending on what's going on in the game. Typically, again, as I mentioned, more so when there's a lot of enemies attacking you at once. I have also ran into an issue where I would also just be watching a cutscene, and there it would also chug, and sometimes my character would repeat its lines again. Honestly, it freaked me out the very first time that I heard this, that I actually thought that either my TV was broken or my Switch messed up or something happened. I just thought that something crazy was happening basically. But I will say, just doing a quick refresh of the game actually seemed to have resolved that issue, but still, again, just me experiencing that really caught me off guard and scared both me and my girlfriend who was watching me at the time. The positive that I will also say though in regards to all of this is that the devs are actually aware of these issues and are currently in the process of creating a fix. But honestly, sometimes, especially the chugs, would make me actually really want to just stop playing this game and even just decide after hearing that the devs are actually going to be working on it or updating it to just wait until then. But I really wanted to go ahead and still go through this game, as is, again, it's a game that I was super excited for, and I also just really desperately wanted to make a review for you guys. So because of that, I went ahead and just kept pushing through. But besides that, I do have other issues with the game itself, more so in being that you cannot actually be able to replay levels or even enter the areas that you've played again, meaning that if there was a secret or a collectible that you forgot to collect, you basically were just shit out of luck and pretty much had to start the game all over again, just creating a brand new playthrough and making sure that you do not forget that collectible that you need to collect. But nonetheless, I still found enjoyment, and with the devs currently working on a fix, that honestly makes me want to still go ahead and do a second playthrough, and just seeing things that I potentially missed and seeing if the experience overall would be better the second time around. Even though my main big gripe that I do have with this game was actually more so the frame rates chugging here, again, I really did enjoy my playthrough, and honestly just made me think that this was just worth the wait. The abundance of charm and just overall love for the creation of this game can be felt through and through, and if a sequel was to come out and fix these issues with a, I would say, more compelling story focused approach, now that I think would actually make this be a 10 out of 10 potential series, especially since now, I mean, again, with this game, they really did get the gameplay down to a T. Overall, for my final verdict for Mouse P.I. for Hire, the most that I can actually give it with all of these issues that I ran through, and again, this is going to be just me talking about it day one as how it is, this is a solid 8 out of 10 for right now. But once those issues are fixed and everything is smoothed out, I honestly see giving this game a solid 9 out of 10. It is just that damn addictingly good. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for being patient with me. I do plan on doing reviews for other games such as Tomodachi Life and Pragmata for the Nintendo Switch 2 version specifically, whichever one I decide to do the review, or at least I feel like I've had a good enough time to play with, or beaten, you know. But nonetheless, again, please stay tuned. Thank you guys for being so patient with me, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.